Today, I'm covering all those insider tips that you've asked me about going to the OBGYN. All those questions that you've asked me, today I'm answering them, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Jennifer Lincoln, board certified OBGYN, and today I'm giving you the insider tips on what it's like to come see us in the office. I've got some other YouTubes up here about what your first visit is like and what you can expect, so go ahead and check those out if you're interested. But this YouTube today, we're asking the questions that you have sent me in DMs and in messages and all the ones that you think nobody else is asking, we're gonna cover it today. Before I get started, if you like this kind of content and you're finding it valuable, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell so you're notified every time I put out a new YouTube. Let's just jump right into it with the number one thing that I always get asked. Do I need to do something special with my hair or washing down there before coming to see us in the office? And it doesn't matter how many times I make TikToks or Instagram posts, it just needs to be said. No, you don't need to do anything special. And I'm talking both about hair maintenance as well as washing. Because I know a lot of you might get an appointment, say, in the afternoon or after work, and you feel like you have to go home and shower first before you see us. My friends, we are OBGYNs. We do not care. And we get it. I mean, a lot of us have vaginas too, and we really don't care. Vaginas are supposed to smell like vaginas, and if you follow me on social media, you know that if I was gonna get a tattoo, that would be one of them. And when it comes to hair care, I don't care if you've shaved or if you've never shaved once in your life. It absolutely makes no difference to me, and I am not somebody special that you need to prep for. Honestly, you shouldn't be prepping for anybody because they should just be thankful that they're seeing your vulva, but that's like a topic for another day. So no, you don't need to do anything special. In fact, I don't want you to, because using special soaps and wipes and definitely those douches can screw up your vaginal pH, can make our testing a little bit obscured if it's causing inflammation, and it's just a waste of your time, your effort, and your money. Number two, yes, we can see you on your period. Now, I made a TikTok about this a while ago. Do you know what's one thing that we gynecologists do not care about? If you come see us when you're on your period, we do not care. And so many of you said that you were turned away or told to reschedule if you came in on your period. And that blows my mind because the American College of OBGYN clearly states that we can absolutely see you when you're on your period. Our whole life is periods. Now, you might say, well, my doctor told me they can't get an accurate pap smear. Quite frankly, I have a hard time buying that one. Can sometimes a lot of blood make it so that the pap test we get, the pathologist can't interpret it and you might need to come back for a repeat? Sure. But we've got a newer generation of pap tests where that really isn't the situation. And we can very easily wipe blood away and get the sample that we need. So I'm going to call bull on this one. And I think this is an old school way of thinking that lots of OBGYNs are doing. And it's not okay. Now, if you don't want to come see us on your period and you want to reschedule, that is totally fine. Totally your call. But we know that when we make it harder for you to see us, you're less likely to get the care that you need. And what I find is insane is people who've said, well, the reason I was coming to be seen was because I'm having heavy bleeding. They told me to come in when I'm not bleeding. Like, excuse me while my mind just into 1,000 pieces. Our whole jobs are like based on vaginas and vaginas bleed and we deliver babies. Those fluids don't scare us. So if you're worried about what we're going to say, please don't. Third thing that I get asked all the time, and I want to give you the insider answer to this. Your vulva is special, absolutely. But guess what? We're not going to remember your vulva in like an hour or 2 hours or the next day. And what I mean by that is you may feel very self-conscious or think that, we might see you in the grocery store later if we happen to live in the same town or city. And I guarantee you, we're just not going to remember it. And why? Not because it's not special, but because we do this day in and day out and hundreds and thousands of times in a year. And so it's just a job to us in that respect. I'm not saying that we're not listening to you and paying attention, of course, but when it comes to that, like that stuff doesn't shock us. And so when something doesn't shock you, we don't remember it that way. So I hope that helps you feel a little less self-conscious about coming to see us. Fourth thing, we OBGYNs, we love show and tell. And what I mean by that is if we are talking about something about your anatomy or about putting in a tampon or something that we're seeing, just ask, say, hey, can you show that to me? I don't know about you, but every office I've ever worked in and every office I've ever gone to, we always have little hand mirrors. And so what I would do is I would give my patient the mirror and as I'm doing the exam, I'd say, hey, look, this is what I'm talking about. This is where your clitoris is. Or you see this mole? This is the one that I'm not worried about. Or this area I'm a little concerned about. And it's just really cool to be able to see your own anatomy. Now, you might think that's weird and strange and you don't want to know, and By all means, we're not going to force you to do show and tell with us, just like in kindergarten. But if you want to see something, or if your doctor isn't offering it and you wish that they would, like, go ahead and ask. It's not weird. It's your body. We think it's super cool because this is literally what we do for our entire lives. So we're happy to do a little tutorial with you. Okay, fifth thing that I get asked a lot. It is absolutely okay to request a chaperone. And what that means is maybe that healthcare provider's assistant or nurse who can come in. And some offices, that's just the routine from a medical legal standpoint. And also for an extra pair of hands. Sometimes we've only got 2 hands and we need somebody to get something for us or, help us with a procedure. And so they might be there. But if you do not have a chaperone offered to you and you want one, by all means ask. And you may want one just because you just feel like it's kind of strange to just be you and the doctor. Totally get it. Or you may want one because you have a hard time with exams and you want somebody to kind of distract you with it. Just know that you can absolutely ask for that. And if they say, oh, she's too busy, she can't come in here, then you sit back and you say, well, I'll wait till she isn't so busy. And you bring her in here because you have that right. You have the right to that. Okay, my very last one. I get asked this all the time. Dr. Jen, can I bring my boyfriend? Can I bring my best friend to the appointment? And absolutely you can. Support people are absolutely welcome. Even if it's just for a regular annual exam or if there's a procedure that you're having done, we are fine having people with you. And I will say that with COVID, you do want to call ahead of time and check and see what the protocols are. And even if they do routinely say you can't have somebody, if there's some extra things going on, you may be able to get special permission. But we're okay having support people because sometimes it can be scary coming to see us. We get that. And if you want somebody to be there to hold your hand or to help you keep your story straight or to be an advocate for you, bring them on in. Okay, I've got some references and resources in the show notes as always, but I want to hear, what are the questions you have about coming to the OBGYN? What have I missed? What have I not discussed? What is it you really want to know about coming to see us? And if you drop me a question here, I'll go ahead and answer it in a future social media post, or maybe we'll make a part 2 of this YouTube. All right, everybody, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.